The Japanese think that they have not agreed to invest in a way that's going to leave all the profits flowing to the American government. Made for TV and tweet deals.
He's using tariffs to end wars. Look what he did with Cambodia and Thailand.
Let's hop into a Piers Morgan panel with Kari Lake and Cenk Uygur discussing tariffs, Trump, and all things MAGA. So if you can, leave us a like on the video, gives us a boost in the algorithm, lets us know you enjoy the content, and let's get right to the debate.
I said, Trump's putting 145% tariffs. These will never last. They're maniacal. There's no chance that he follows through on them. Who was right and who was wrong? There's literally something named taco. Trump always chickens out. That's how right I was. They even made a name for it. And I'd like to serve some tacos to Kari Lake today. So on that portion, indisputably correct. Okay. So now the second portion is, are the tariffs going to hurt the economy? Our conversation wasn't, now Bill Maher, I don't know why he does that. Look, I like that Bill talks to people on the other side. I like that Bill's reasonable about what Trump got right or wrong, right? But nobody said there was going to be an apocalyptic depression, especially when he pulled back most of the tariffs.
This is something the right does often, which always annoys me. When the left correctly points out that something will be bad, well, they pretend that it has to be a binary in which bad means super extreme and dramatic. That way, when it's not that bad, they can go, oh, not that bad, and then pretend Trump gets a win for cleaning up the mess that he made. The left said that tariffs raise prices, cost jobs, and stunt GDP. We've seen all of these play out under Trump now through the tariffs, right? The worst has yet to come, and we've already seen these things play out. So what is the point? Like, what are they talking about when they say this? Trump, who campaigned on being a manufacturing savior, who would bring jobs back to America, has now seen 3 straight months of manufacturing jobs decline. That is damning. We've seen the highest core goods inflation since COVID. That is damning. We are underperforming GDP projections. That is damning.
It's amazing he's using tariffs not only to give the United States a good deal and finally open up markets that we've never been had access to. He's using tariffs to end wars. Look what he did with Cambodia and Thailand. He was ready to negotiate with both of them on their tariffs, and then all of a sudden he said, you know what, we're not going to have the meeting unless you end this war. He's ended 5 wars. He's increased the production for America. We're going to watch as manufacturing grows in such a massive way in this country, because we're back in business and we've had the world open to us, markets that weren't open to us before. You're going to start seeing American cars in Europe. You're going to see American cars in Japan.
This might be one of the funniest delusions and moments of cope I've seen from MAGA trying to explain away the failure of these tariffs. They can't point to a single metric. There's not a single one that says tariffs have been good. So now they're saying that he's ending wars with them? Like, what are we doing? He, of course, can't end any of the wars that he campaigned on ending by day one, but he's ending some of them, guys. They're there, right? Like, these clowns are going to keep up this grift of long-term gain until Trump leaves office because they know it'll never actually happen. Tariffs aren't going to magically cause a manufacturing boom after 180 days. The effects we see now will just continue. Some will get worse. It's not like some magical switch flips 6 months in and then now all the factories come to America. I actually have a great interview with a PhD economist. He actually specializes in tariffs and supply chains on my second channel about how the downstream effects of tariffs far outweigh any minute gains you might see.
I know you're upset. Your Canadian beer got a little more expensive, but you know what? The American middle class is coming back, and that might make you sad. It makes me very happy to see the American middle class coming back.
Hey,
Okay.
Karen,
Geraldo.
Tuesday on Monday.
Let me hang on. Okay, Gillian, quick point from you, then Geraldo.
Very quickly, that no sooner were the deals announced, I'm putting that in quotation marks, with Japan and the EU, became very unclear that the Japanese think that they have not agreed to invest in a way that's going to leave all the profits flowing to the American government, nor does the EU. There's actually enormous amounts of uncertainty about what actually has been agreed. So yes, there have been made for TV and tweet deals left, right, and center, but they're not actually clear what's actually been agreed at all, least of all in the investment. So I think it's too premature to champion hundreds of billions of dollars of investment.
It's some of the most desperate people we've ever seen who are grasping at straws all in hopes to continue their grift. I would say these people are propagandists, and many of them are. Carrie Lake almost undoubtedly is, but most of MAGA isn't intelligent enough to be, if we're just being frank, right? They're more or less just brainwashed cultists who make for useful pawns. A lot of them are going against their own self-interest, but what they do is they have a conclusion in mind, and then to get there, they ignore all data or information, anything, logic, whatever it might be that is inconvenient to it, and then try to cherry pick what is. We literally know what spurs middle-class growth. Why are they talking like, oh, we'll find out, and it'll be these tariffs? We saw the greatest growth in the middle class when marginal tax rates and corporate tax rates were at the highest they've ever been in this country. So if that's what we want, why don't we go back to that? MAGA will never do it because it's not what their donors want. So they have to find some way that makes them seem like intellects when they say it. When we did this, it spurned business investment and robust social nets like we've never seen before. We know what spurns manufacturing, driving infrastructure investment like we saw massively under Biden with the Chimps and Giants Act, with the bipartisan infrastructure bill. Again, all of this is lies. None of it is true. And it's just all in hopes to sell this doo-doo administration and their terrible economic policy to you as gold when we know that it's not. And it instead just gives massive handouts to the wealthy. We see the effects of tariffs, 3 months straight of manufacturing job loss, 3 months straight of abysmal overall job numbers, highest core inflation since COVID, unemployment growing, inflation growing, GDP massively underperforming projections. But these people have to try to convince you so they can keep their jobs and so the rich can keep getting richer.